You're all warmly welcome once again to Joshua Okwuwe Online Maths. In our class today, we'll be talking about gain and loss. Gain and loss. In business, sometimes we make gain, sometimes we incur loss. How do we calculate gain? And how do we calculate loss that sometimes we incur in businesses? In our class today, we'll be discussing how we calculate this. First, what is gain? Gain is actually you actually make gain when you sell a particular article higher than the price or higher than the amount you bought it. When you sell it higher than the amount you bought it, you make gain. And then when you sell it lower than the amount you also purchased it, either from the producer or from the wholesaler, you incur loss. So how do we calculate it? So first and foremost, we need to first know the formula that we use in calculating gain or loss. Let's take gain first. Gain. Gain, to get gain, the formula calculating gain is selling price minus cost price. I call it SP minus CP. Selling price minus cost price. And then if you want to get loss, the formula for loss is now what? Cost price minus selling price. That is what CP minus SP. That is it. So with this formula, we can easily calculate the gain or the loss of any article that is bought and then maybe probably now sold. Now, I want us to know at this point in time that another name for gain can also be referred to as what? As the profit. It's called profit or gain. So if we're calculating the profit, it's the same thing as what? Selling price minus cost price. Now, let's take for instance, imagine that a man went to the market and purchased an article costing him, let's say, 500 naira, and then brought it to the shop and then sold the article for, let's say, 650 naira. Now, if you see this, now if I may ask, what do you think the question will be? Do you think the question will be calculate his gain or calculate the loss? Now, imagine you see a question like that says that, oh, Mr. Joshua went to the market and bought an article costing him 500 naira and then sold it for 650 naira. You now say a question like, calculate his loss. Without being told, you know that, oh, there's something wrong with that question. But what about if the questioner says, calculate his profit that Mr. Joshua incurred or that Mr. Joshua made? It's very easy. Why would you say that? Because if you look at it, you see that what Mr. Joshua sold that article higher than the amount that he purchased it. I remember from what you just said about the meaning of gain, gain is actually what? You got gain or you make gain when you sell a particular article higher than the amount you purchased it from the market. So in this question, let's calculate the gain now or the profit. So say profit is equals to what? The selling price minus cost price. So the selling price is what? 650 minus cost price is what? 500, which is equals to what? 100 and what? 50 naira. So for that particular article, I made a gain of what? 150 naira. That is it. Very simple. So to calculate gain or even loss is not difficult at all. Let's take for instance again that Mrs. Cindy went to the market and bought this marker for 15 naira. He actually bought this marker for 15 naira. Mrs. Cindy went to the market, cost price. She bought this marker for 15 naira, brought it to her shop, and then sold it to one of her customers for 10 naira. Miss Cindy went to the market. She bought this marker for 15 naira, and then after getting to her shop, she sold it to one of her customers for 10 naira. Now, you can be asked to calculate what? Calculate the loss that Mrs. Cindy has incurred from this transaction. So how do we get the loss? Remember, we said that what loss is equals to what? That is what? Cost price minus selling price. The cost price here is what? Is 15. The selling price is what? Is 10. That is equals to what? 5 naira. That is it. So Miss Cindy actually do what? She lost 5 naira from this transaction. So that's actually how we calculate loss and gain. It's not difficult at all. Very simple. I will encourage you to please watch out for the next video that I'll be uploading to see how we apply the knowledge of gain and loss to calculate the percentage gain or the percentage loss. Please watch out for those videos. Meanwhile, if you have enjoyed what we have watched now, we encourage you to please share it on all your social media platforms. And then if you have not subscribed to our channel, please just click the subscription button. It's actually free, okay, so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new content like this. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.